What is up, everybody? Joey back again with another video on Warface Breakout. Today we're going to go over the best settings to enhance your gameplay and take you up to that next level. Me and a couple of friends have been playing recently and this is what's been working for us. We've been doing absolutely amazing, pretty much winning almost every single game. Anyway, before we get into this one, please leave a like, rate, comment and subscribe. Please can we smash 60 likes again on this video. Thank you so much for the support recently. It means an absolute ton to me. Anyway, let's quit with the jibber jabber. Let's get into the video. So the first thing we're going to do, obviously, is jump into the settings menu. And we're going to have controls, button layout, volume, video, social, and help. So the first one we're going to get to is the controls menu. Now we're going to have invert look, which you definitely want off unless you prefer to play games where up is down and down is up. Personally, I absolutely hate that and I cannot stand it. But if you are someone that does need that in their games and you prefer it the opposite way around, then you want to turn that one on. That is obviously personal preference. It doesn't make you better or worse at the game. It's just what you're used to, but I'm guessing if you're a console player anyway, you probably play with invert look off. With aim, we always want it to be hold to aim. You don't want to have to press the LT button twice or the LS button twice. That is the most annoying thing ever. Make sure to keep it on just hold to aim. The vibration, I have it personally on low. Again, this is personal preference. Some people prefer it off. I wouldn't have it on medium or high just because it spams the absolute crap out of your controller. I would just keep that one on low. Next, we have aim assist, and if you turn this off, you're a muppet. You always want aim assist on. It gives you that little bit of lock that you will need to go onto your opponent if you're missing your aim slightly. Clench protection, most people have this on, but I'm going to recommend to turn this off. It does say prevent accidental stick clicks while aiming, but I also find it makes the game a tiny bit glitchy at the moment. And this is something that I'll probably turn on after they patch it and fix some of the movement issues. For the time being, it doesn't really work properly anyway. I would just keep this turned off and carry on with what you're doing. So it's getting darker and darker, and it seems that my camera decided to cut out, so this is going to be a little bit temperamental. We're just going to stick with what we got. So let's roll back into where we were, which was on the sensitivity. Now this is something super important. The reason this is so important because this is something that will help you aim, move around the map and everything in between. Now the best setting on here is the same ADS sensitivity, which you want it as no. And I'm going to play a clip right now as to why. In that clip, you can see that I turned around quickly, but when it came to aiming, I was a lot more precise. And the reason for that is because my sensitivity is on 6, but my ADS is on 4. I would always bring back your ADS by about 25% of whatever your sensitivity is. So if your sensitivity is 10, I would do around 7 to 8. Again, something like me where I've got 6, I would do 4. Try and find that comfort zone, and 25% doesn't have to be. It's just something that I would personally recommend. The ADS close range, mid range and high range, I would personally just keep them all the same, and the reason for that is you don't want to kind of get confused about what is low range, what is mid range, and what is high range. If you mess those up, you'll just end up doing yourself worse. In a dead zone, 9 or 10 is always the best ones to do. 9 or 10, I normally keep mine at 9. I think that's the default, and I've messed around with 10, 11, 12, didn't really do anything for me. Same with the outer dead zone, I'd either keep it on 9 or 8, but if one's 9, I'd keep the other one at 8. Just keep them close, but not the same. Advanced control options, so we do want these up. Now, I'm not going to bore you with everything and what it does. You can read it on screen as they go through, but my YAW speed is 13, the ADS YAW speed is 10, the YAW acceleration is 20, the ADS YAW is 12, 8, 6, 0, 4, 5, 4, 0, 2, and so on. As you can see, these little markers that are on the screen right now, those are representing what the defaults are versus what I actually have them at. Honestly, just have a play about with them. They are things that you can edit, but I wouldn't do too much. I've gone through every single one, and this is what I found super comfortable. Let's go on to the button layout. Now, this is something super subjective to you. I have mine completely the same, but that is because I have paddles on the back of my controller. You can mess about with these, but honestly, I would just try to get used to what's good for you and what you play on other games. So if you have a certain setting base on COD, change it on here. However, I always keep mine the same, and I just use my B paddle on the back of my controller. That seems to always help me out the most. Your volume is completely up to you. I have licensed music off because I'm making videos, I like to stream, etc., and I get my editing editor, Ross, massive shout out again, to add some music after. It just makes it a lot nicer and a lot cleaner and more unique rather than thousands of the same videos coming out with the same music. And there's also in-game music, but I turn that down. I just like to relax before I start playing. I don't like these massive tunes that the game brings just belting in my ear. The next big thing is video. Now, if you have the 4K resolution monitor, so you have an Xbox One X with a 4K, which I don't, I have 240 Hz 1080p, I would have this off for the time being. And the reason is, at the moment, there is a glitch, of course, Warface glitch, wow, that currently on the game, it just makes you lag like anything. Having both of these on just literally tears my Xbox apart, and I have an Xbox One X. Unfortunately, that's just something I'm going to have to deal with this week, although they have said finally that there is an update coming out to fix it, so I can't wait for that. So if you don't have a 4K monitor, just keep these two off for the time being. It's just not worth having them on. And the brightness is something subjective to you, so that is your monitor. Play about with it, whatever's bright and whatever's not so bright, just have a mess around and you'll find the perfect settings for you on there. The HDR color profile, you can have any of them really. They all look very, very similar, so you won't really notice too much of a difference in game. Just have a bit of a play about, but I always keep mine on neutral. There's no point in messing around, and that allows me not to edit any of these settings. Even if I have both of these on, you can't edit these, it seems. That's a bit pointless of even being there. The social, I don't mess with any of this, only because I don't play in game chat at all. I'm either on Discord or on the Xbox parties with friends. There's really no point for me. And then of course the help section, you don't really need. This is more just a kind of menus video to help you out and what's helped me out. Like I say, my statistics on the game are very good. I hardly lose when I play with friends, to be completely honest. We seem to have a good kind of bit of chemistry, and with the settings that I use, we never really lose. However, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. It would mean the world. I'm trying to grow in the best way possible and make the best content as I possibly can, and I hope the webcam is something that is helpful for you and is something interesting. I'm not used to this stuff, so I probably have messy hair, like my face probably looks like an absolute mong. However, yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with it for the time being. But yeah, so this is me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, and I will see you in the next one, which should be up very, very soon. Bye!